Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you inside of Leroy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats, for today's middle school football matchup between the home Thermopolis Bobcats and the visiting Rocky Mountain Grizzlies of Cali, Wyoming. Well, today's the first game of what's going to be a three-game series, at least on this field. And, well, the high schoolers had their senior night last night against Lyman. Now it's the middle school's turn, as this will most likely be the last game of the middle school football careers of Bear McPhee, Tim Lippincott, David King, Clint Kimes, Jacoby Elder, and Casey McKay, and Silas Dickey and Tyler Morris. Forgot to mention them there. A lot of 8th graders departing after this. So this is going to be basically, well, not quite senior day, but closest that these guys are going to get for a couple more years. Rocky Mountain Middle School coming all the way from Cali, Wyoming. And I'm not quite sure if we're playing 9-man or 11-man today. But anyway, like I said, the first of 3 games will be played on this field today. Of course, this will be the only one that will be over the air. But after this game, make sure you come down and support the Hot Springs County Recreation District, as the 3rd and 4th graders will be playing after this game. And then kicking off at 1 o'clock, the 5th and 6th graders play. Both those games will also be against the Grizzlies. They're bringing their whole squad today down from Cali. The rec teams will be playing 9-man football, so that should be pretty interesting. Bobcats taking the field here. Just a little bit of a quick disclaimer before we go. We do not have the Rocky Mountain roster. We only have the Thermopolis roster. So the Grizzlies players will be called out by their numbers, contrary to our Worland and Shoshone broadcasts. We do not have a roster for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Bobcats taking the field, and yep, that formation looks familiar. Let me count here. 3, 5, 7, 9. So we are playing 9-man football, it seems, here. Keep in mind, Rocky Mountain, their high school team, classified in Class 1A 9-man, along with teams such as Shoshone and Wyoming Indian. So this should be a pretty different game. Nothing really that far off from what we saw in Shoshone. 9-man football and 11-man football, a couple of subtle differences. Kicking off for Rocky will be number 33, and we are underway. I don't think if that was an onside kick or just a rotten kick there by the Grizzlies, but it is down by the Bobcats at midfield, so the Bobcats will take over. Person that recovered it on the front line was number 31, Tanner DeLay, a 7th grader. Just a little bit of a refresher on how the clock works here. 8-minute quarters here for middle school football, at least in our conference. Bobcats break out of the huddle. Person we're going to be watching today, David King. Haven't broadcasted since the Worland game, but we do know he was one of the few bright spots in that loss to the Braves. Bobcats ready to go. 1st and 10, ball at midfield. And it's going to be a pitch to the outside for DeLay. He's going to run, breaks a tackle, breaks a couple more. He'll be finally brought down by a pack of Grizzlies. And it's good enough for a pickup of about 3 or 4 on the play. 2nd down coming up for the Bobcats. Bear McPhee still under center for the Bobcats in today's game. Will be his last game as a junior Bobcat. He'll be moving up to Hot Springs County High School next year. King, near side wide receiver. Lined up with a linebacker. Botch snap. The running back has to get it here. And he's going to run toward the near sideline. I believe that is Elder carrying the ball. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to break another one. Still on his feet. Finally brought down by number 74 for the Grizzlies. And I don't know if that's just short or if yep, the referee signaling it. And the Bobcats will move the chains. And that is a Bobcat 1st down. 7 minutes on the board here. They've wiped out 60 seconds so far. It seems like this is a much more Well, I can't really say that quite yet, considering we're only about a minute or like 2 minutes into the game, but Bobcats looking a little bit more polished here compared to that Braves game. Of course, there was that botched snap. In motion is Elder. It'll be a pass to the outside. It is caught, and he is swiftly brought down just a little bit past the sticks. Catch by Tim Lippincott, the 8th grader, and it will be 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Bobcats. Pretty hardy hit over there on that far side of the field. And I think the Grizzlies just read that one like a book. Bobcats breaking out. I'd say 22 personnel. Drops back. He's under a lot of pressure by the Rocky Mountain backfield, and he is brought down by number 51. Sorry, the Rocky Mountain line. Brought down in the backfield. That will send them right back to about midfield. 3rd down in a Walmart parking lot coming up for the Bobcats. Bobcats can give this another try. They might have to be forced to throw a pass here. Try and get a little bit downfield, at least enough to try and go for it. McPhee, quick pass to the far side of the field. Elder catches it, still there on his feet, and he's finally brought down. Pretty decent sized hit by number 11 for the Grizzlies, and they will force a 4th down here. Still a 4th and long situation. Coming onto the field is Clint Kimes, the 8th grader. Coming off the field, number 53, Oliver Beer. Also coming off the field, Tim Lippincott. So this might be their punting team here. Coming onto the field now, Casey McKay. Looks like the Bobcats will elect to punt it here. Back to return. And no, it looks like it was kind of a fake. And he is still on his feet, breaking multiple tackles, but he is stopped. There is a flag on the field, though, but it looks like he was very, very far off from a 1st down. Let's just see what the referees have to say here. And it looks like a penalty. I couldn't quite. Looks like it was actually offsetting penalties. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Their first offensive series of the game. Halfway through the 1st quarter here at Leroy Hayes Field. You are listening to middle school football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018, serving the Thermopolis, Worland, and Shoshone areas. Rocky Mountain lining up now. Quarterback in shotgun. The snap, bit of a high snap, but he'll hand it off toward the running back up the middle. He'll run right through, and Bear McPhee got completely steamrolled there in that middle of the field, and it will be 1st down coming up for the Grizzlies, and they will break into Thermopolis territory now as the Grizzlies will set up on about the 48-yard line. And a powerful run here for Cali. You got to remember, this team has really started to get better. I'm talking about the entire Rocky Mountain Grizzly program as a whole. Watching them, they've really started to. They've gotten a lot better over the past couple of years. It'll be looks like it's gonna be one of those running back plays, and it'll be caught by number 33. The pass from number 87 down the far sideline, breaks one tackle. And he will get right on in. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Not a good start for the Bobcats as Rocky Mountain will put 6 on the board here in this 9-man contest. And unfortunately, just Rocky Mountain with the superior ground game here, it seems. halfway, or sorry, 5.5 minutes through the first quarter here. Rocky Mountain will go for the 2-point conversion, as is standard in middle school football, I suppose. And it'll be a run to the near side by number 44, and he will get on in. And that'll make this an 8-0 game here in Thermopolis. So Thermopolis will get their kickoff return squad set up, and Rocky. Hopefully the Bobcats can find an answer here to this Grizzly offense. We got a flag on the play. My bad. So bring it on back. So looks like they're going to have to. Looks like they're probably going to redo the conversion here. Send them back a little bit. Looks like they sent them back about a 5-yard penalty on the play for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Wasn't quite sure what the call was. Rocky going to give this another opportunity. But their running back's in a little bit of a good stance there, and a run by the 44. He's going to, well, if the first time wasn't enough, the second one definitely got this one done. No flag on the field, and the 44 had to redo it, but he got it in, and it's 8-0 for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Well, Rocky definitely showing what their ground game can really do here. This 9-man team, don't let it fool you. Very, very tough running game so far for the Grizz. So the Bobcats they're gonna have the return here. Bear McPhee and Clint Kimes will be back to return here. Still waiting on Rocky Mountain to get back out onto the field. 3:23 left in the first quarter here. In case you're just tuning in, 8-0 off of a massive breakout run by the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Actually, I think it was one of those Wildcat passes. Just a friendly reminder, once again, we do not have the roster for Rocky Mountain. We're going to be calling them out by their number here. We do have the roster for the Bobcats, though. Number 33 will be kicking it away for the Grizzlies. And Jacoby Elder snatches it out of midfield. He's running near side. Teammates not really helping him out there on the near side blocking. Elder trying to push forward, but he is brought down. We got a flag, and it accidentally hits the 11. Or sorry, accidentally hits the 31 of Tanner DeLay. He's just kind of looking at the referee like, what did you do that for? Well, the Cleveland Browns can tell you getting hit with a flag probably isn't, a good thing. So let's see what the flag is for here. And it is face mask on the Grizzlies. A personal foul called against the brown and gold. And the Grizz may have put their claws where they weren't supposed to be. So 1st and 10 coming up. The Bobcats breaking into Grizzly territory. About 10 or so yards in. They're placed at the 40, just barely on the 40-yard line. 2:12 left in the first quarter. It's been a pretty long first quarter. Quite a few kids on the sideline here. A lot more compared to what we saw in the Whirling game. Sorry, in the Shoshone game, actually. A run by Bear McPhee. Trying to dance his way through. Breaks one tackle. Running near sideline 30, and he is brought down just short of the 30 by number 33. Great tackle there. Bear McPhee had some pretty good moves on him, I think. But when this kid gets to high school, I think he could be able to be a pretty powerful quarterback with the right coaching. 2nd and 2 coming up now off of a massive run by McPhee. Could have probably brought it into the red zone at the very least had the blocking been a little bit more, a little bit better on that play. The snap, it'll be a run up the gut for Elder, and he will not get very far with it. Brought down by number 72 on the defensive line. Rocky Mountain coming out in what looks to be a 4-4 here. 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. They got a safety in the backfield. Linebackers kind of being utilized as corners here. Basically, that's how 9-man backers kind of, those outside linebackers kind of act as corners. And we got offside here on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Bobcats were able to get the D-line to jump there. Once again, it's just down to those mental errors. Got to reduce those. Got to be able to watch. If you're on the D-line, you don't have the advantage of knowing what the snap count is. Bobcats lining up. Offensive line getting set here. McPhee dropping back to pass. It is caught by Elder. He'll run toward the middle. Still driving, still on his feet. Finally brought down midway through to the sticks. It'll be second and 6, it looks like. Maybe 2nd and 7 at the most. Once again, we encourage all of our fans to come down and support the Hot Springs County Recreation District. The 3rd and 4th graders will be playing their game after this one. They'll be taking on both the 3rd and 4th and the 5th and 6th teams. Will be taking on Cali. So the whole Rocky Mountain gang is here. 3rd through 8th coming here to Thermopolis. In shotgun, sending a man in motion. It'll be a keeper by McPhee. He'll run to the sideline option. That's going to be a fumble, and it's picked up by the Grizz. I don't know what that pitch was. Didn't work out at all for the Bobcats. And with that, they are going to be turning the ball over. Rocky Mountain will get the ball just barely outside of their own red zone here. 16 seconds remain in the first quarter of action here. You're listening to middle school football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. And so far, not good for the Bobcats so far. They have turned the ball over short of the red zone. It's going to be a pass play, number 33, throwing over the right side, caught by the big guy. Still driving. He'll have to be taken down by a pride of Bobcats. And the catch by number 87. He was the guy that actually made that Wildcat formation pass earlier in the game that got into the end zone for Rocky Mountain. And the horn blares, and that is the end of the first quarter here in Thermopolis. The Bobcats down 8-0 here on their home soil. We'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back inside of Leroy Hayes Field here in Thermopolis, Wyoming, in the heart of central Wyoming. 8 minutes to go in this first half. Rocky Mountain has had complete dominance so far in this game. And tries to drop back to pass and immediately brought down. It was a single-digit number. I think it was Galovich on the tackle. I'm not completely sure. A very good tackle for the Bobcats. It's exactly the kind of play that they needed there. It'll be third down and probably about 4 or 5 on the play. Don't have the benefit of a visual aid for the down and distance here, so we do apologize for that. 7:22. Somebody please quit texting me. That'd be great. We run up the gut, and he is going to break free. That's a first down more. Breaks one tackle, 74, going far side, 50. Finally brought down close to the 49-yard line, if not right at midfield. And the Grizzlies, it could have been a lot worse for the Bobcats, but the Grizzlies will end up at the 50-yard line. And it will be a fresh set of downs, and the chain gang getting their workout today. Rocky ready to go once again in shotgun formation. 2 running backs in the backfield here. And a run up the gut for the quarterback. He'll keep it. Breaks the first down. Might get more. Stopped just short of the 30-yard line. Another first down coming up for the Grizz. And Rocky Mountain has just been a potent running game so far that we've said that a million times. They just had such a good running game so far. A lot of good blocking too. The offensive linemen have only let in 1 sack today. Let that sink in. I mean, ideally you don't want any sacks, but they'll take what they can get, I guess. A pitch to the inside. 44 breaks a tackle, breaks a kid's ankles, and he'll run free down to the 10. Touchdown, Grizzlies. Number 44 for the Rocky Mountain Grizz. And Rocky makes this a 14-0 game with potential to make it 16-0. This game, Bobcats really need to start clamping down on number 44 here. He's been kind of killing the purple and gold all game here. Getting ready for the 2-point conversion. The snap. It'll be a pass play to the left side. It is caught by number 87. And it will be in for 2. And the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies lead this game 16-0. And with that, we'll be right back. You're listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network. Wow, these guys get set up for kickoff a lot sooner than the high schoolers do. Grizzlies getting set up to kick it away. Number 33 has been a vital part of this Rocky Mountain offense. Quarterback and kicker, it looks like. And for one play, wide receiver. Boots it deep. Back to return it will be McPhee, it looks like. Running up the middle. Kind of stops where you go. And he is drilled by the Grizzlies. I think number 24 got to him there, and McPhee a little slow to get up there. And the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies back on defense. The Bobcats starting their 3rd offensive series. This is how their game has gone on the offensive side of the ball. They punt on their first one. They got a first down, then kind of went down to a 4th down situation. So they were forced to punt it away on their first drive. Their second drive, they got very close to the red zone and fumbled it off of a run or off of a pitch attempt on toward the near side of the field. So let's see if they've cleaned up their offense a little bit here. The pass, McPhee throwing to the near side. It's caught by number 42, Jacoby Elder. He is forced back a lot further than he'd like, but actually, no, never mind. He actually gained yards on the play. Sorry. God, your mind plays tricks on you, I swear. But he did gain some yards. It's better than losing yards. 2nd down and 8 coming up here. Rocky has a lot of weaknesses here in their defense. I think the Bobcats could probably try to exploit here. Rocky playing with 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, a safety shifting his way toward the near side of the field. The snap, it'll be a run, and he is promptly brought down. A very slow exchange of the football, and because of that, Rocky able to break into the backfield. 3rd down coming up. The blocking has just been I guess it's not just the high school that has problems with their offensive line. Just not seeing very good blocks by the purple and gold here. McPhee's had to run for his life most of the season that I've seen, at least. He's had to run for his life because the O-line just not making their block. And I understand they're playing 9-man football. They only have 3 offensive linemen, and they're going up against 4 down linemen. But the running back's got to make a block here. Going out to the outside, running back with it. It's caught in a massive hit there. Number 74 digs his shoulder in. And it looks like Tanner DeLay was the one that caught that. And a tough hit, but he does get up, and it's going to be 4th down and about 15 on the play. Coming off the field is Tim Lippincott. Looks like they're going to get their punting team out. Punt, fumble, punt. That is how their 3 offensive drives have gone. So far, Rocky Mountain has scored on both of their offensive drives. Rocky going to be getting this one out toward the far side of the field, past the 50, past the 40 now, 45-30. Finally brought down. And number 33, the kickoff returner, able to get some pretty good yards there. About I want to say a 25-yard return. My bad, a 20-yard return. My bad. Actually, I'd say probably about 18 yards because he got about the 48. It was on the far side of the field, made good use of the space he was given. Here comes Rocky on their 3rd offensive drive. Number 33 at quarterback. Can't wait to see the 44, what if he's still got something left in the tank here for the Bobcats. 4 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. It's going to be a fake handoff, throws over the middle. It's caught by number 87. And he stiff arms a kid down on the near side. Bear McPhee. Not a very good game defensively for the young man, as he got ran through in the 1st quarter, and then he gets stiff armed by the tight end. At least I think that's a tight end. I see number 87, I immediately think tight end, but let's see. We're just going to have to see here. He's on the right side of the field. I think I couldn't see him I think he might be a tight end. Just might have to see here. Callie lining up. He is, in fact, a tight end. In shotgun formation. It's going to be a pass. Drops back to pass. Throws left side, and he is wide open. Touchdown, Rocky Mountain, number 11. I believe with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Tim Lippincott left him wide open on the far side of the field. And because of that, Rocky will be 3 for 3 here in this game. They have scored every single drive here so far. It gives me a little bit of anxiety for the youth game later today. It's going to be a two-point conversion. There'll be a run here for the quarterback, and he'll be stopped short of the goal line there. And with that, Rocky will not convert. It'll be 22-0. Well, Thermopolis is really not doing very well in this game. A 22-0 game. We'll be right back. You are listening to middle school football here on Two Basin Sports Network. Rocky Mountain getting ready to kick off here for the third time today. They've just had a dominant game here today. Bobcats getting ready to return. Once again, I think Casey McKay and Bear McPhee are your return men. No, not Bear McPhee. My bad. Actually, it is going to be a kick up the middle here, and it's going to be taken by Elder to the outside and tries to juke past a couple of Grizzlies, and he is brought down by a pack of Grizzlies. Let's take, while they're setting up, let's take a look at your scores from around the basin. Thermopolis played their senior night game last night against the Lyman Eagles. Wow, we weren't at that game last night. They lost 38-12 to the Eagles. They play Cokeville next week. Bobcats lining up. The snap, he'll roll out to the left side, jukes the defender, and gets another one. Finally brought down in the backfield by number one for the Grizzlies. But back to your scores around the basin. Lost to Lyman 38-12 for Thermopolis. Shoshone played Big Piney last night. Not been a good season for the defending Class 9-man runners-up. A 26-7 loss to the Big Piney Punchers. They'll play the Wind River Cougars next week, and then their last game of the season will be against Wyoming Indian if they don't forfeit. In motion, it'll be a run up the gut, and he's immediately stopped by the big guy, number 72. Pretty much tattooed his name on the Tanner delay there. Shoshone's only win coming to a forfeit over St. Stephen's. And Worland, they played last night again at Buffalo. The score has not been released for that yet. Not on Max Preps. They came into this game 2-3. It's also been announced that Worland will be moving down to 2A next year, so that should be interesting. Drops back to pass. McPhee slings it deep, goes to King, and it looks like it was picked off by the Grizzlies, and King tried to go up for it, had a miraculous catch in that Worland game, but unfortunately doesn't get the same result here. Tried to go up for it, was one-on-one with a defender. Unfortunately could not bring it down. Couple of other scores for you around the basin while we're here. Remember, when I say around, I mean the Wind River and Bighorn Basin. So we're going to try and stick with that here. Trying to make that a little bit of a thing here with these broadcasts. But Lander Oh, screw you. I'm just having some issues here with my laptop, but it's going to be a run up the middle here. And number 44 going to break free down inside the 10, and he is past the pylons. Touchdown, Rocky Mountain. And this guy has been just a complete... God, I don't even want to compare him to an NFL player just yet because he's only like 13, 14 years old. But, like, dude's an explosive runner. He's already stiff-armed one person. I kind of want to say he's like Derrick Henry. Like a white Derrick Henry. A much younger version of Derrick Henry by about 12 years. How old's Derrick Henry? Like 28, 29? So I'd say probably about 15 years. Rocky Mountain coming out for the 2-point conversion. They missed the 2-point last time. Tried to run it in and didn't really get far with them. It'll be a snap. It'll be a pass play. Passes to an open receiver on the far side, and he is in. And the 2-point is good, and things are going from bad to worse for the Bobcats. And it is a 30 to nothing ball game here in Thermopolis. We'll be right back. You are listening to Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats for middle school football. Before they get set to kick off, one more score from around the basin here before we kick off. Never mind, I won't be able to get that in. Callie kicking off now toward the near side of the field, right onto the hash, and he's going to run. Not really in much of a hurry, though. He'll run to the far side, breaking free, and he is finally down close to the 40. Another update from our scorers around the basin here. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry if you're hearing things. I got Max Press pulled up. We have a player down on the field. We got an injury, and he is in a world of hurt. So with that, I guess now's a good time while they attend them here. I just had Brandon Deramini walk behind me, so he's the athletic. He's supposed to be the trainer here, so that's not good when Brandon's on the field. Anyway, we're gonna take a look at our scores from around the basin. Now's probably a good break in the action here. Casey McKay was the injured player, and he is walking under his own power, but he is in pain. Lander was supposed to play Rollins last night. We do not have a score for that game. Come on, guys, you got to start posting your crap to Max Preps. Riverton had their game last night as well against the Douglas Bearcats. The Riverton Wolverines coming into this game with a very, very poor record. I'm just going to be completely honest. Not a good record. Coming in with 4 losses and only like 3 wins. Their 3 wins coming against Rollins and Lander. The snap, it'll be a pitch out to the near side by number 81, Tyler Morris. Very low tackle there by number 66, and that is a textbook hit by the Grizzlies. By the way, it looks like Riverton has duplicate games, so we have to try and 3, 4, 5, 4. So they got 4 losses and 1 win, 2 wins. Those wins came against Rollins and Lander, which is not very impressive. So Riverton lost to Douglas 25-17. They were playing in Douglas last night. The snap by the Bobcats, Bear McPhee. Run to the outside. It's going to be a pitch to the outside here. And he is just not giving up here. Brought down by the big man for the Grizzlies. I think number 11 was involved in that tackle as well. Powell. Back to your scores around the basin. Powell Panthers football. They played the Evanston Red Devils last night at Powell High School. Beat the Red Devils 36-14. They play the Jackson Hole Bronx next week on the road. And then their final game, they'll play the Cody Bronx. Back-to-back horse games for the Panthers. And then Cody. After this snap, we'll give you the last one for Cody. Never mind, there won't be a snap because Rocky Mountain, for the second time today, has been drawn offside. We have 4 seconds left on the clock here in this second quarter, and it is 30-0. The Cody Bronx coming off of a loss against the Star Valley Braves. They were in Afton for that one. A 41-14 loss. They take on Evanston next week on the road, and then they have their senior night game against Powell. Snap from McPhee. It'll be a pass up the middle. Or up the far side. It's caught. And very good play there. Brought in by, I want to say that was Tanner DeLay. 4th down coming up for the Bobcats. About 4th down and 6 coming up. As the clock runs, I think they called it. No, they didn't call a timeout. He just ran out of bounds. I think that was probably going to be... I mean, if he doesn't run out of bounds, then that's just not a smart play. But here come the Bobcats again. 3 seconds left on the clock. They will not be getting the ball to start the second half. Rocky will. It'll be a pitch to the outside. This will be the last play of the half. Still driving, and he is down short of the sticks. Not like the turnover will matter because it is the end of the first half. And Darren Elder and the junior Bobcats have a little bit of a challenge ahead of them here. They are down 30-0 here after this first half. We are going to be right back inside of Leroy Hayes Field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
After is no good. 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining.
Back inside of Hot Springs County High School, home of the Bobcats for middle school football. The Bobcats and the Grizzlies from Rocky Mountain High School. And the Grizzlies have come into Thermopolis turf, and they are pretty much claiming it as their own here because this is a 30-0 ball game here so far. Thermopolis has got to really step it up here in this second half. I'm just gonna say it as it is. A rotten first half for the junior Bobcats. Hopefully they've gotten some of their stuff fixed here, as Clint Kimes will be getting ready to kick it away. Sorry, no, check that. Actually, it's actually Tyler Morris kicking away. Onside kick, and it's picked up by King, but will it count? It didn't quite go 10 yards. Referees are saying that it did, it looks like. So I don't know. Looks like they're keeping their offense out, so it might be Bobcat ball, but I don't think it went 10 yards. Well, they're switching out the game ball. I don't know. I honestly, yeah, they're not. It looks like they got the chain gang pointed in a direction that implies Rocky ball. So I think that might be the case here. It's going to be a Grizzly ball on the 49 in Bobcat territory. The onside kick was not really legal. So it'll be Rocky Mountain ball, a botched snap, and he is forced to take the sack. And that is only the second sack of the game for the Bobcats. And it was, I think it was Tanner DeLay that came in and make the sack, but a horrible snap there by the Rocky Mountain center. Number 44 coming off the field for Rocky. And the White Hats lining up now at about the 35. The snap will be a run to the near side, and he is wrapped up and brought down. A tag team effort by Logan Johnson and Tanner DeLay. Third down coming up for Rocky. 44 coming back out on the field. Number 12 coming to the bench. Number 74 coming onto the field now. Number 56 headed to the bench. No subs for the Bobcats. Number 21 headed off the field. Number 5 headed on. So the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies with about 3 or 4 players coming in now. Rocky under center. It'll be a run up the middle for number 44, and he is brought down. Now, we saw number 44 was such an explosive first half. Does get some yards on that carry, though. Fourth down and about 12 coming up for the Grizzlies here. Number 21 headed onto the field now for RMMS. Rocky Mountain trying to get past the first down marker. Doesn't look like they're going to punt it. They want to go for it. And we got play stopped and a timeout called for Rocky. So we'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basins Sports Network. I'd like to welcome you back inside of Rocky, welcome inside of Rocky Mountain High School. I'd love to be in Cali right now, but no. Welcome back inside of Hot Springs County High School. Home of the I'm sorry. Well, actually, you know what? With how Rocky's been playing, you'd think that this was their turf. It's a 30-0 game, but it's a fourth down for Rocky. First time the Bobcats have successfully stopped the Grizzlies. It'll be a run to the far side, a pitch to number 33. Where it gets past the first stick, and it'll be a first down. Far side 30, and he is taken down. First down, Rocky. How did they let that happen? A 4th and 12 situation, and they just let that happen. They just gave up the first down. And now Rocky is going to be at the 35-yard, just barely inside about the 34-yard line. Fantastic. 5:13 left on the board. Bobcats finding more ways to... No, I shouldn't say that. Bad snap there. Quarterback forced to run with it. Senators botched a couple snaps this half. Running near side 20, inside the red zone, near side 10, and he is out of bounds. Now mark him down. Good enough for way more than good enough for a first down. Bobcats continue to find ways to shoot themselves in the foot. .456 left on the board here in this third quarter. Rocky Mountain inside close to the 10-yard line. Rocky getting lined up. 51, 1, and 68 lined up here at offensive line. Remember, 3 offensive line for not 6-man football. There's 1 offensive line for 6-man, but 3 offensive linemen for 9-man. Throws out to the right side. The receiver gets it. Number 33, it looked like. Short of the 10, it looks like. But it is a red zone alert for the visiting Rocky Mountain Grizz. Rocky Mountain making some substitutions here. Number 44 and 34 headed off the field here. Breaking out of the huddle. 4:20 left on the board here in the third. They're just about 8 yards away from the goal line here. A run up the middle, and he is going to fumble it in the end zone, picked up by the Bobcats. And that was a very lucky break for the purple and gold. Fumbled it right in the end zone. A touchback called. Bobcats will take over at the 20-yard line. And with that, Bobcats might have a little bit more confidence here halfway through the third. It just seems like what's been a dominant first half turning into a sloppy second half for the Grizzlies here. However, this game, gotta remember, it's still 30-0 here. They might just be coasting on, they might be on autopilot here. There'll be a run up the middle here. Can't quite see the jersey number. He is taken down for a bit of a loss there. Number 30, Clint Kimes on the run. .344 on the board here in the third. Just a reminder, we'd like to ask our community to come out and support the Hot Springs County Recreation District, as the 3rd and 4th graders will be playing shortly after this game, kicking off at about 1 o'clock. Will be the 5th and 6th grade teams. Offside for Rocky here. The 3rd time the Bobcats have gotten them to jump. You've got to watch the ball when you're on defense. So that is the one thing the Bobcats have been able to get right today, has been getting that Rocky D line to jump. They have done it 3 times today, and it's probably not going to be the last time. Second down and long coming up here for the Bobcats. A little bit of life breathed into this set of downs because of that penalty. But they can't rely on Rocky to make mental errors here. They've got to be able to take advantage of the opportunities they're given. The snap. Drops back the pass. Throws over the middle. Almost picked off by number 11. About almost 2 minute warning. Or sorry, 3 minutes to go here. Third down coming up for Thermopolis. Number 74 coming onto the field. Number 87 headed off of it. 72 and 51 headed off the field. Number 44 headed off the field too. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 11 minutes left, just under a regulation NFHS quarter left in this game. And a snap. Running to the outside. No blocks there. And does what he can there. David King. Sorry, not David King. Wait, no, not. Actually, I'm not even sure anymore. Whoever it was didn't seem like he was in any hurry to turn on field. Now, this is the last game of the season, so it's obviously a little bit too late to coach them to do it now, but I mean, when you get a run like that, he had plenty of space there, but he took way too long to turn upfield and turn on the jets. He's got to be able to make those moves a little bit quicker, especially when he starts going into high school football. So that's something. If he's a 7th grader, that's something they're going to have to iron out. Oh, lowers his head. Not a good move at all. He does get taken down. It is first down here now for Rocky, I believe. Just a minute to, or just 2 minutes under, just a little over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. First down coming up for Rocky. And this is a game the Bobcats would like to forget, not how they wanted to end their season. Well, Rocky on their last time out almost had a guaranteed touchdown, but it was fumbled in the end zone by the running back. Bobcats picked it up in the end zone for a touchback, and now they haven't gotten anywhere past where they wanted to be, and now it's going to be a run right up the middle by number 11, taken down by about 3 Bobcats on the play, 2:40 left on the board. Clock hasn't been running. Rocky Mountain, 1st and 10. And that is a red zone alert for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Rocky in shotgun formation. The snap, it'll be a run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped just short of the end. No, he's not. He's in. Touchdown, Rocky. $36-0 is your score here. And the manslaughter continues at Leroy Hayes Field. 2 minutes to go. Who in their right mind is texting me? Rocky Mountain lining up ready for the 2-point conversion. Trying to add a couple more points here. Pass, far side, caught. The linebacker is caught just tripping himself up, and he will get in. Pretty poor effort by the number 27, David King, trying to tackle him there, and he will get in. 2-point conversion is good. It'll be 38-0. And the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies performing extremely well here on the road. And we'll be right back. You are listening to Two Basin Sports Network coverage of middle school football, the 2023 season finale here on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back. Rocky about ready to kick it away here. 38-0 here in Leroy Hayes Field. As a reminder, if you'd like your ad here on the screen, oh, never mind. A run to the near side. Forgot it was a kickoff for a second. I'm very sorry about that. Run to the near side for Thermopolis, brought down to 34. If you'd like your ad plastered on the screen here during our coverage of middle school or high school basketball, football, soccer, send us an email. Email right there on the screen, twobasinsportsnetwork@gmail.com. Or if you just want to get in contact with us in general, if you want to say hi, or if you want to tell me how much I suck, just shoot me an email. $1:59 left on the board in the third quarter. It's been the quarter that never ends. McPhee to the near side, and it is caught by Casey McKay, I believe, on the play. It'll be for a loss on the play, not really much there. And for second down coming up now for the Bobcats. The clock will continue to run here. I honestly think they might have a running clock here for this upcoming fourth quarter. And it will be a run. It does not work as well as he would like. The run by Tanner DeLay. Second down coming up, or third down coming up now for the Bobcats. Rocky making some more substitutions. Thermopolis really hasn't subbed out really very many players. They've kind of had just kind of a stagnant bench today. Not as stagnant as a bayou body of water. A roll right side here for McPhee. He'll continue to run, and he will get to the original for there. It'll be 4th down and 9. I don't really know if the Bobcats really care too much to punt for it here. Callie, obviously more now. They're warming up on the side closer to the field. The Bobcats lining up, are kind of warming up over on the side facing the highway. But that will conclude the third quarter of action here as the buzzer sounds. A 38-0 shellacking so far here at Leroy Hayes Field. The Bobcats trying to end their middle school season on a high note. Not really going so well. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bobcat Football here on Two Basin Sports Network. Welcome you back to the final quarter of action. 8 more minutes to go in the 2023 season for both the Bobcats and the Grizz. And an eventful 2023 season it has been. We haven't really covered every game here, but we've covered 3 out of the 7 at least. Pass to the right side, and it is incomplete. No, it's not. It was caught. No, wait. It wasn't. Sorry. My bad. It was a turnover on downs. I am so sorry. Not really that focused right now. Probably should be, though. 1st and 10 coming up for Rocky Mountain. They scored last time out. Big surprise. There's only been one drive this game where they haven't scored. And had it not been for that fumble, they probably would have made it a 44-0 game by now. No doubt. Rocky lining up now. 1st and 10. Ball on about the 43-yard line. Or sorry, 37. Wrong direction. Running back tries something there, and this is not going to work out well on that play. Number 25 brought down in the backfield by, it was either Delay or Elder. Coming off the field, number 51, Logan Johnson. And Thermopolis just trying to end this season on a high note. 7:30 to go. Rocky under center. It'll be a run up the gut. Gets stopped, but he does get about a yard gain there. And we have a player a little slow to get up there. Well, I guess if you're going to get injured, I guess the end of the season is the right time. The player that was slow to get up was, I believe, Tyler Morris. Something is not right. He kind of sat up and looks like he's holding his head here. Either he's frustrated or he is hurt. Probably a mixture of both, honestly. But 3rd down and long coming up here. They did let in about a yard. The snap will be a fake handoff. Throws to the right side. It is incomplete. Popped by number 30, Clint Kimes. The player had a hold of it for a little bit, but it was popped out of his grasp. It'll be 4th down coming up for the Grizzlies. And Rocky Mountain might have the second foiled drive here if the Bobcats can hold. Bobcats should at least try for at least 1 touchdown today. A snap, rolls out to the right under a lot of pressure, throws left side to the 11. It's caught. And he is thrown down WWE style there. Number 27, David King on the tackle, and it will be a turnover on downs for the Rocky Mountain Grizz. Bobcats will have the ball here. They might have a couple more attempts to try for a touchdown. 6:44 left on the board here in the 4th quarter. And the Bobcats take over at about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. The Rocky Mountain defense with their 4-4 coming back out. Actually, now they kind of switched it up. It's more like a 3-5 here because they got 3 down linemen here. I think they're just trying to kind of give some of their players a little bit of an opportunity here. Run up the gut. The defensive lineman gets his legs, and the rest of the D-line gets the rest of it there. Kind of like a lion, you know. Kind of makes the first attack, and then the rest of his pride comes in and finishes off the rest. Once again, the last plug here for the Hot Springs County Rec District Come out and support our youth football program. The 3rd and 4th graders are actually warming up right now as we speak. They're over on the practice field. Come out and support your youth football program. They think this is going to be the last game of the season before the youth programs head off to Riverton next week for their tournament, pretty much their playoffs. So come out and support the Thermopolis Bobcats or the Cali Grizzlies. It's your choice. I don't care. Coming out toward the near side, breaking free, still on his feet, breaks another tackle, down close to the 40, still on his feet, he breaks free, down to the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown, Bobcats! And the Bobcats get on the board for the first time today. And it is 6-0 for your Thermopolis Junior Bobcats. And the Bobcats will be going for the 2-point conversion here. They will not get shut out here at home. An incredible run by, I didn't even mention his name, sorry, Jacoby Elder on the run. And this kid has been something special this year. He did a lot of, he impressed me during the Shoshone game. That was kind of enough. He's just done so well this season. That's a fumble now by the Bobcats. Tanner DeLay fumbles the ball, picked up by Rocky, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So with that, we'll be right back. You are listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats since 2018. 38-6 is your score here at Leroy Hayes Field. Welcome back inside of Leroy Hayes Field, home of the Thermopolis Bobcats. And the Thermopolis Junior Bobcats have scored their first touchdown of the morning. Sorry, it's actually still morning. Good Lord. We are almost ready to finish out this game, and it has been an exciting one. For the most part, I mean, if you look at the score, yeah, it's lopsided, but this has been a pretty good game. I've thoroughly enjoyed calling this game. Rocky's run game has been very entertaining, and I think we're at the point of the game now where I can give my player of the game, and your Two Basin Sports Network player of the game goes to number 44 for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. He's just been an explosive runner all day. The kick to the right side is muffed by number 24. He is marked out. He will fall on it, though. But it was kind of a risky return there for the Grizz. Sorry, there was a wasp right in front of me. .5:30 left in the game. And Rocky, I think the Grizz might just try and run out the clock here. You've won the game. It's 38-6. You're up. Yeah, you're up by about 22 points. Or sorry, no, 32 points. My bad. I can't do math apparently. To be fair, math was never my strong suit in high school. Wasn't anybody's strong suit though. Unless you were going for like the biggest scholarship in the state of Wyoming. I think we all struggled. Oh shit. Another run to the middle here for Rocky. Picks up quite a bit of yards there. Oh, sorry, about a gain of 7 on the play. Knocked over my microphone set there. I am so sorry. These bees just love creeping up on you, huh? We're not in Pine Bluffs. I don't know why there's hornets here. The only people that get there are people from Pine Bluffs or people that follow Wyoming football. Rocky Mountain breaks out. 2nd down and 2 coming up. A run up the middle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down at the very least. And it'll be 1st and 10 coming up for Rocky as they try to continue to run the clock out. And the Bobcats getting lined back up here. Bobcats lined up in what appears to be a 3-4. It'll be a run up the gut, and he is immediately brought down. Speedy Gonzalez there in the backfield. I think he was brought down by... Thought he was brought down by Tyler Morris. Saw a big guy. And Tyler Morris in his final game as a junior Bobcat, delivering a big hit in the backfield. He's going to be a threat in 2024 when he enters his freshman year of high school. Can't wait to watch the JV games to see how he does. I think he'll get on varsity. I think he will. It'll be a run up the middle, and he is brought down by, once again, Morris on the tackle. Had a little bit of help there from, I believe, Kimes. Three minutes to go in the game here. 38-6 is your score. Probably won't change anytime soon. Rocky Mountain has only scored 1 touchdown this entire half. They've taken their foot completely off the gas pedal here. And it kind of shows as it is now 3rd down and 7. Run up the left side. It looks like it's a quarterback keeper off of a fake handoff. He is taken down, only gets a couple yards, if that, off of that run. So Rocky's going to have 4th and 5 to deal with, maybe 4th and 6. Actually, it looks closer to 4th and 6. Two-minute warning here in this game. Our next broadcast here on Two Basin Sports Network. We're not going to Cokeville, but we will be broadcasting varsity football from Lovell High School to end out the 2023 season. Can't believe the football season's already over. And a run to the near side of the field of number 44, your player of the game, gets a 1st down and more. Breaks multiple tackles. Gets past King. Near side 30. Near side 20. The 10. Touchdown, number 44 for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. They wanted to add one final blow before the end of this game. And it is now a 44-0 game, barring any penalties. And this is 9-man football at its finest right here. This is something Rocky Mountain's used to. Bobcats, of course, having to change up their game plan a little bit. And it looks like the Bobcats are expecting a pass here. And it is a pass. Tipped, and it is no good. It was broken up by Clint Kimes on the near side. And so with that, we'll head into a break here. Bobcats will get the ball. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bobcat Football on Two Basin Sports Network. 44-6 here in the 4th quarter. Welcome you back. 96 seconds to go in the 2023 middle school football season as the Thermopolis Bobcats take on the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. And right now, well, it's been a... I don't think I can say the C word on air, but there's a certain bear movie that came out this year, and I honestly think the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies are that bear. 1:30 left on the board here. The Bobcats take it out close to midfield. 1st and 10 coming up. Ball is officially marked at the Bobcat 49-yard line. And in case you just missed it, well, you're not missing much. 40-46 game. Rocky Mountain has had complete dominance, especially number 44 for Rocky. Him and his quarterback, number 33, have really made an excellent duo today. Rocky's been dangerous on the ground and in the air today. And honestly, the Bobcats have just been no match for them today. I don't know. Oh, we got a timeout here. Another one for Rocky. They'll use their second timeout, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Rocky Mountain timeout. Welcome back inside of Leroy Hayes Field for middle school football on Two Basin Sports Network. Bobcats came into this game hoping to get themselves a win to cap out the season. Right now, it's the exact opposite. 1:30 left on the board here, not only in this game, but for the rest of the 2023 season. A lot of these 8th graders will move on to play freshman football. Bear McPhee out to the far side, still on his feet, brought down. It was caught. The pass was caught by somebody. I think we got an injury. Yeah, that or he's just slow to get up. Yep, there he is, number 27. He is holding his knees there a little bit out. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him. I think that is King. Injury timeout, it looks like. And that is David King. Next to Jacoby Elder, has been the MVP of this Bobcat team all season. Hands down the best wide receiver on the Bobcat team. And I don't know about you, but I am extremely excited to see Elder and King play next season. His sister Ida King heading into her, I believe, either her junior or her senior year. I think it's her junior year. No, it's no. I think this might be her senior year. I'm not sure, but she's playing. I think she's playing basketball this year. This entire King family is just athletically gifted. I don't even know what to say. In motion is Elder, I believe, and it'll be a pitch out to the far side. Decides just not to run upfield for some reason. And Jacoby Elder will lose a ton of ground there. 4th down coming up for Thermopolis, and the clock ticks. 30 seconds to go in this game. Friendly reminder of our upcoming broadcast is going to be the Lovell Bulldogs and Thermopolis Bobcats varsity football 2 Fridays from now. We will not be traveling to Cokeville for that Panthers game, but we will be in Lovell, probably because it's closer. That being said, we did travel to Utah, so it's not like distance is an issue. The snap, rolls out, throws, caught by Elder. Down toward the near sideline, breaking multiple tackles. Still on his feet, down to the 30. Inside the 20. Breaks another tackle, the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. And Thermopolis with another one here to finish out the game. I think the buzzer sounded during that that rumbling run there by Elder, but 44-12 here. And with that, I think the game is pretty much over. There are triple zeros across the board. And this game will end with a Jacoby Elder touchdown. And honestly, after the game they've had, I think the Bobcats are happy with how that ended. And they will line up Jacoby Elder leading the charge here as they shake hands. And the Bobcats have fallen to the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies 44-12 in the final game of the 2023 season. That is all from us here at Two Basin Sports Network. Thank you to Hot Springs County School District for allowing us to broadcast this game. Thank you to Rocky Mountain Middle School and Thermopolis Middle School for their, I guess for playing with sportsmanship here. A very good example there for the Bobcats and the Grizzlies both. Thank you to Rocky Mountain Middle School for making the trek out from Cali up to Thermopolis. Thank you to all the Rocky Mountain and Thermopolis fans that were in attendance today. Your support means a lot to both of these teams. I'd like to thank everybody for listening to our coverage of Two Basin Sports Network. Hopefully, we'll try to bring you more middle school football next year. We really have been lacking on our coverage this season, but I'd like to thank everybody for listening in here. From everyone here at Two Basin Sports Network, I'd like to thank you for listening in. The final score of this game, Rocky Mountain 44, Thermopolis 12.